Hey guys, it's Joe, and today I'm bringing you a little bit of a video. Today I'm going to be talking about...
I was gone for 5 minutes, and you used my setup. You know how much debt this put me in? A lot. A lot of debt. I didn't buy all this shit so that puny little YouTubers like you with 20 subscribers can use my shit.
25 now.
25, that's nothing compared to my 82. Alright, what are we doing?
Okay, so today I thought it'd be fun, since Chris over on his channel has been doing a lot of tag videos. I looked up one, and I thought, who better to start this than someone who's done these before.
You're a leech. You're leeching off of my fame.
That's the plan. Alright, so I've got a list on my phone. This tag is called the 17 Random Questions tag. Great title. Can you guess what I'm going to be asking today?
Some random questions.
Alright, so I've got the first question. How did you get your YouTube username?
Well, it was a series of equations that led me to using my first and my middle name. Not my last. First and middle name. Unfortunately for me, there's lots of Chris Jameses on the internet, so I've really got to work my way through the shit.
Yeah, and I did basically the same thing. Original. Question 2. If you could change your name to anything, what would it be and why?
Probably Hunter.
Jesus Christ.
Hunter, Blake, Trevor,
Ryan. Todd.
But no, maybe if I had to have any name, I used to like the name Cody, but then every Cody I met's been an asshole.
Was it because of Zach and Cody?
Maybe, but no, I would have liked Zach. Cody's a pussy. I don't know, I like Chris. It's unique.
I'm having trouble because, like, when we tried to think of other names for me, I couldn't think of anything the last time we did that.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know...
Well, Joe's a unique name.
Maybe a Mark? No, that sounds like a sex offender. Sorry to you, Mark.
Some Mark's probably watching like,
hey! I didn't do anything. Luke.
Yep, you look like a Luke.
I Luke like a Luke.
Let's see the next question, please.
Question 3. If you could go back in time and give your younger self advice, what would it be and why?
Don't make a YouTube channel, for fuck's sake. Do something real.
I feel like your advice should be make one YouTube channel.
Make one YouTube channel, just fucking stick with it. Don't be like, you know what, if I have 4, that's like 4 times the chance of me being famous. But no, I'd be like, hey, get a fucking degree in some shit. Because 82 is not as big of a number as you think it is. So when you hit 82, your mom may smile and like your videos on Facebook, but you know what she's thinking.
Mine's not funny, mine's just genuine, like... If I had to give my younger self one piece of advice, it would be... don't be a little bitch and do things you don't think you can do, or at least try to. Because if you don't try, you don't know if things will work out. And, I mean, I'm sitting here in someone else's room using someone else's equipment. This isn't where I thought I'd be.
Well, I didn't think I'd be in this much credit card debt, so... it's...
Question 4. How old were you when you first learned how to blow a bubble with bubble gum?
I don't fucking know. I can't even think of a joke. I just don't know. That's a dumb question.
I can answer that. I haven't learned. Also, I thought all gum could blow bubbles. So I was there with like a pack of 5 gum and I'm like, why won't it blow?
Who did you spit your gum on trying to do that? Because if you try to chew like mint gum, it always like... and it flies out and usually it doesn't work.
That's actually why I'm not allowed in church anymore.
Just church in general?
Question 5. What did you want to be when you were little? Although I already know the answer because you've answered this like 3 times in your recent videos.
I was going to be a scientist and I was going to have a Dodge Viper and a wife.
I wanted to be a chef. Now I work at McDonald's.
I was going to say, yeah, you're pretty much a...
So I'm basically there.
They got that new culinary menu shit, so you...
The new signature crafted recipe you can pick from the Pico guacamole, the sweet barbecue bacon, or the maple bacon Dijon.
The Pico is like, Pico de Gallo is one of those things white people love saying. Have you ever noticed that? Like, you'll see an Applebee's commercial and they'll be
like, Pico de Gallo!
New Pico de Gallo! They're like those fucking guys.
Question 6. What do you order at Starbucks?
I don't usually go to Starbucks because it's like out of my way in an inconvenient fashion. I guess like a mocha frappuccino, those are good. It's the same shit I get at McDonald's. It's just
coffee
chocolate.
In it.
Yeah, chocolate. It's like little dessert in a cup with coffee aftertaste. I don't like coffee at all, but I like a little bit of the taste of it. Like that's kind of good. But so I guess that.
My favorite order from Starbucks is regret, because I consistently regret spending that much on what is arguably coffee. Question 7. What's the hardest you've ever laughed?
Okay, no, don't fucking put that in there. I don't know what noise that was. I know you wanted to do that bit, Joe, but can we just put this behind us?
Question 8. If you could play any musical instrument, what would it be and why?
Well, have you ever seen La La Land?
If I had to play an instrument legitimately, I think I'd either... Okay, so I've always wanted to learn how to play guitar. I have a guitar in my room. I'm inept, and my string is currently broken. But I feel like the only things I'd learn on guitar would be Iron Man and Smoke on the Water. But if I could play any instrument, I feel like I'd want to play clarinet. Just because it's underappreciated.
It fits your annoying personality.
Question 9. What's your favorite thing to do when you're upset?
I like swearing. Like a lot. Now, like, I swear a lot more. Like, I dropped a pencil on the ground at work today, and I said, God fucking damn it. And, like, it's not that big of a deal, it's just a pencil, but I swear a lot more now.
Lately, I feel like the thing that I've been doing when I'm upset is sitting in my room alone, listening to the sad songs from the 13 Reasons Why soundtrack. It's good.
This isn't funny anymore. This is...
I need help. Question 10. What's your favorite movie? Forgot that was on.
Watch out, my piano's there. Logan's pretty good. I really enjoyed Logan.
What your favorite movie?
I don't fucking know. I always liked Iron Man 1 a lot.
Yeah, that's not a fair question, I feel like, for anyone. I mean, some people have, like, definitive answers, but I have, like, a list on my computer of my favorite movies.
Probably, I liked La La Land a lot because even if it was just like a, a good movie, the music being good, me enjoying music, and music emotionally wraps you into shit more, so I'm more of a connection with it, so, but I don't know, so I'd probably say that. I'm not that much into musicals. Maybe I'm a little bit more now.
You really tiptoed around that question. My definitive answer, Romeo and Juliet. What's one food you can't live without? You want to plug your dip?
Okay, so, I usually always find little hole-in-the-wall foods. I recently been eating this hot wing dip. It's, I'm not going to focus, it takes too much work. But basically, it's just really good dip. I'm not a big chip eater, but when you involve some good chunky dip, it's that jalapeno popper dip. But if there's one food I actually couldn't live without, cheeseburgers. That's a...
Very white thing to say.
Yeah, dude, a cheeseburger?
I feel like mine would have to be pizza, but for my long-lasting health, I'm currently going without it because I'm trying not to die of a heart attack before I'm 45.
So celery?
Similar question. What's your favorite dessert?
I like brownies. Recently I've been getting more into ice cream because I was never big of an ice cream guy because the inconvenience of having to pour it into a bowl. But I've just been eating the Ben & Jerry's ones in one sitting so that I don't have to... I've thrown away a couple of spoons, actually, because I have to walk upstairs to put it... So I'm just like... I look away and I throw it away and I forget about it, and we have enough spoons.
Your dad walks in. Chris, where are all the spoons going?
I know, I hope he's not counting.
You're in enough debt now. Now you're in debt with spoons. My favorite dessert has to be iced honey buns. That's it. Question 13. What's your favorite pizza topping?
Pepperoni. Sausage if it's at like an actual Italian restaurant, not like these, the chain pizza places, their sausage is like shit, I think. But when you get it from an actual place, it's good. But other than that, pepperoni dipped in ranch or blue cheese dressing.
I'm actually the exact opposite. I only like sausage from chain restaurants, and authentic, chunky sausage I'm not a big fan of. But usually pepperoni. Pepperoni's just go-to. Question 14. Would you rather have the superpower to read minds or the superpower to be invisible?
Probably invisible, because the read minds, although it would work to my benefit, I feel like that's power that, like, if anyone knew... Oh my god, taquitos. If anyone knew that I could read minds, then they probably, they wouldn't trust me anymore around them, I feel like. Just become one of those things. I want to be able to live a normal life, but be able to do cool shit. I don't want to be completely fucking, OP.
Yeah, when telepathy used to be my favorite power that I wish I had, but the more that I got older and the sadder I got, the more I realized that I feel like the ability to read minds would only, hurt me because I would either not be enthusiastic about what I heard, or
I'm over
it would
here
just
thinking about my invisible hijinks, and you're just sitting there crying, hearing all the pain in the world into your head.
Well, I just don't want my like biggest fears and concerns of what people think about me to be true.
I fuck with that.
Question 15. What did you do for your last birthday?
Fuck, I forgot. I went to Fifth Alarm, which is a restaurant in a small town near here. My mom lives. It's just like a bar and grill place that used to be a fire station. I went to the gas station and bought my torch, my little torch thing. And I talked to the guy at the gas station. I was like, is this like a torch or is it a lighter? And he's like, dude, it's a torch. I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, you can't weld with it though. I was like,
You tried?
okay. That's not what I'm coming to your convenience store for, is a welder.
What did I do for my last birthday? I went my last
This better
birthday.
not be sad.
No. My last birthday was really nice. I enjoyed it. I went to a car wash, got my car washed with all the perks. Felt self-conscious and did a fashion show in Rue 21. That's the part that felt sad when I was thinking about it.
Why? Because it was a Rue 21.
And then Ashley threw a surprise party for me at McDonald's, which is arguably my second home at this point, so it felt natural.
Well, that makes my lighter story sound like shit.
16. If you had one personal selfish wish, what would it be?
Oh god. To be the only man in the world with a dick. Just think about that. You know, at first people would be like, alright, well, we don't need dick. But then they'd be like, well, that Chris guy, he's got the only one. I'm just kidding, that's not what I want. It would be to know... Fuck, I don't know. Let's just go with the dicks thing.
I actually don't... I thought about this one before I came over and I couldn't think of anything, but the only thing I can think of right now on the spot is to be able to know sports statistics before they happen so I can bet on games and get rich like Biff from Back to the Future 2.
I may be the superior being now with my subscriber count, but once Joe gets his magical book of sports facts and kills my dad, it's all gonna turn around from here.
The last question, if you were a Pokemon, what would you be called and what would you look like?
Oh god, I don't give a shit about Pokemon.
I'm going to go ahead and answer first because I have this definite. If I was a Pokemon, I would want to be El Roton because I just recently found out through my friend at work that El Roton is the Spanish version of the Tooth Fairy, and it's a little rat who comes in and steals your teeth and brings in money. I'd want to be that. And if I had to be any mouse, I'm thinking like a cartoon mouse.
Well, that may be interesting, but if I were to be any Pokemon, like its name, I would be Greg. He's just... Greg is just kind of like a bland little thing. Doesn't really do anything, but doesn't really offend anyone.
Anyways, those were the questions. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. But I'm going to leave his channel here.
You want to leave
somewhere.
You can leave my video. We're gonna film a video in a few minutes here.
That's true.
So
I'm going to be on his
here.
channel. So I'm going to leave a link to his video over his face.
My video will be up before yours, so...
It will. So for all the people who have come here from Chris's video, I'm sorry you were disappointed.